Just let y'all know, this is Live the Hoop podcast. I have my man Justin Harden, a good friend of mine, mentor. He's the one who took me under his wing when I got back to Texas to play a little D2 basketball, won a conference championship with my dude. And he was a bucket. And when I say a bucket, my man did not play on that baseline, and he had that J work for days.
I appreciate that, Mo.
So that's my guy. Like, for real. I learned a lot from him, and some of the things that he taught me, I still teach my youngsters to this day. So I also have my co-host with me, PJ Forrest, in the flesh.
What up?
Now at Metro State.
Yes, sir.
And let's go ahead and get this thing started tonight. So PJ was down in Summer League in Las Vegas and got to see Davion Mitchell.
Hey, both of them. I got footage of both on my phone.
So what did you think, PJ?
Hey.
Seeing them live. I'm
gonna tell you like this. So, man, to me, I was a big fan of Davion Mitchell the whole college year. Like, of course, like to me, going into the season, you hear a lot. Like when you hear Baylor, it was Jared Butler. Like you hear Jared Butler was a preseason player of the year. Like it was he's a preseason All-American, best player on the team. I watched a lot of Baylor games, and I would sit there and I'm like, the most consistent one is Davion Mitchell. Like every game I watch, I'm like, Davion Mitchell is straw that stirs this drink. I'm like, man, okay, but still you hear Jared Butler. Then you start slowly hearing Davion Mitchell more than Jared Butler. And I'm like, I knew there was something to this. So, because I really didn't remember him from Auburn when he was there. I didn't remember. And then, of course, leaving Auburn, sat out the year before when Baylor was still really good that year. That COVID hit, so they didn't have a tournament. So that's when we didn't hear about him. So seeing him in person it just reiterated everything I thought about him in the first place. Like initially in the draft, I kept hoping as a Pistons fan, was hoping Pistons trade this pick, please trade it down to go get Davion Mitchell. Like go get a dude who's a proven winner. Who makes an impact on both ends. Like Cade, I understand Cade's good, and he's supposed to be a transcending talent, but I don't see the impact. And I feel like just getting him as one piece isn't enough to help swing the organization back into winning ways. So I was like, man, trade the pick down, in my thought, I always said, hey, OKC at number 6, trade it down there, get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and draft Davion Mitchell with that 6th pick. You have that backcourt, and with whatever you do with your later picks is fine, but you have that backcourt with Saddiq Bey, who was all-rookie team last year. Who was another one that had an all-rookie team last year? And you can kind of start to really build something. So, man, he was everything that I thought he would be. Like the impact that he makes on defense, that sparks and lifts his team is ridiculous. It's nothing like you'll see in the NBA. Nobody else in the NBA can lift their team the way he does defensively. So, I mean, and with it being summer league, those guys are a little more prone to kind of be up and cheering and all that, where guys in the league are a little too cool, and they may just sit there and, when he does something good, they might kind of be like, oh, yeah, when he comes over to huddle, high five and all that, or stand up and cheer afterwards. But when he would sit down and defend, all you hear is, they're going crazy on that bench. Because, they knew what was about to happen. He was about to make something happen defensively.
With that being said, let's go ahead and check out these highlights real quick.
Davion Mitchell. The guy just knows how to play. 4-year player out of Rhode Island. As Davion Mitchell, no hesitation. Graves, Mitchell, deep 3, back. Mitchell, a little hesitation, lefty layup. These teams going back and forth, a little more flow offensively. That's a big time.
course, unrelated.
Yeah, if you Google Davion.
No, I think we're kind of out of that. I think that a lot of young fans are fans of players now.
Oh, McLaughlin turned his back and Davion.
Bro, that last clip,
You boys there?
like that,
Look,
was happening at half court a lot. Like dudes were breaking the ball down, and as soon as he'll sit down, give it up. Nope, not even
Look.
press for this.
this Mitchell character, and look, you guys are gonna have to excuse me. I'm gonna say a first name, a last name. Sometimes I'll say the wrong name, but this guard from Baylor, this Mitchell character, you know, like you walk into the gym, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go into 24-hour fitness, or I'm gonna go into whatever pickup game. You can always tell like who can hoop, and it ain't by nothing else other than pace. This guy has the best pace of any rookie, period. Now, I don't agree with what you said about Cade. The Pistons got to take him, period.
You have to.
You got to take him. I mean, the kid may transcend the league, you know, not like LeBron did, but, you know, he's the next guy, ultimately.
I'm fighting that.
At some point, right?
I'm fighting that.
So you come on, man.
You do have, if you keep the first pick, you're right. You have to take him. But
You got to take it.
Or you could have taken Jalen. I mean, to me, it's a toss-up.
Look,
Jalen.
I'm a Houston fan. Look, go Rockets. I'm H-Town.
Y'all got a nice one, though.
He's nice.
Y'all got a nice
Mitchell, I said the steal of the entire draft is a young character by the name of Book Knight from UConn.
Ooh, I can't wait to talk about
Now
that.
listen, Davion Mitchell sat down and guarded that fool.
Yep.
And Book Knight couldn't go anywhere. And I was like, holy shit. Davion Mitchell will be in the NBA for 12 years. He'll be he's not Chris Paul because he's not like he's scorer. He's like he's a scoring guard. He's gonna go get buckets. He's gonna have about 3 or 4 years where he's one of the best players in the NBA from a guard standpoint, but then like the end of his career he's going to be in Sacramento. Like he'll end up back in Sacramento, right? Sacramento or wherever, like Oklahoma City. But he'll have a 3 or 4 year run where nobody can guard him. The guy's pace is unbelievable. He's going, all these other guys look like they're going full speed, 100 miles an hour. He's just chilling. It's like he is at 24-hour fitness, hanging out on a Saturday morning with a bunch of guys like me. It's unbelievable, man. He's so good. I agree with you, though. Like, other than McCain Cunningham, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
And with PJ being a UConn fan, I know you love those UConn guards. But your boy he had those clamps on him.
He did. Like I said, James Bouknight was the Austin Rivers of this draft. Like he was a guy who, to me, is going to be a much better pro type scorer, or can score more in a pro way than he does in a college way, where coming off the screens, like looking to catch and shoot. He likes to ISO and play with it a lot. He wants to kind of do that, and he could not do that against him. So
No.
And Davion
Nobody
Mitchell,
can.
Yeah, Davion wrote the book, the blueprint for Bouknight the rest of the summer league. Because after that game, it was like Bouknight stepped on the court, and every defender across from him became Davion Mitchell. When I was sitting there watching those games live, and this man is struggling against everybody else now. Because they all were like, oh shoot, Davion's pressuring him. Let's say we're gonna put this pressure on him too, picking him up and fumble.
But look, they can pressure him all they want in the regular season because he's gonna have a young cat by the name of LaMelo Ball handling his business for him.
Yeah,
that's gonna be good for him.
He'll be off the ball too.
Yeah, he'll be off the ball. Yeah, absolutely.
So Mitchell and the Kings win the Summer League championship. They locked up Tuesday by rolling past the Boston Celtics. He keyed in and averaged about 10 points a game, 1.4 rebounds, 5.8 assists, in Summer League while shooting 42.3% overall and 47% on the three-point line. It's pretty tough. Cam Thomas was also the number one scorer in Summer League. He averaged 27 points per game and helped Brooklyn to a 3-2 mark in the showcase event. He shot 42% overall, 36% from the three. He also averaged about 1.8 rebounds and 2 assists for the Nets. Mitchell and Thomas were among were also among the players to be named All Summer League First Team in a group that includes Jalen Johnson from Atlanta, Trey Murphy III from the Pelicans, Peyton Pritchard from the Boston Celtics, and Jalen Smith from the Phoenix Suns, and Obi Toppin, who's a soft.
Really? That's crazy. That Cam Thomas is a certified button. He's a volume, really big volume guy, but he puts that thing in the hole.
They might as well go ahead and trade him now, though. There's not enough balls on the court in Brooklyn.
I know, but my thing, yeah, he's. But if you keep him, because it's tough to keep him as a 6-man with Patty Mills. So I'm like, but I wonder now, can you trade him right now? Who's gonna be a taker? I don't know, but because I don't know, I might keep him because I'm thinking these guys may be kind of injury prone. They've all kind of gone through their little injuries, and if you're gonna go back to the 82-game season, I keep him, man. Like just insurance for me. Like, yeah, we got him under a rookie deal.
Cheap money right now, right?
Yeah. So if he's unhappy, man. And then shit, if he's unhappy, they'll go play in the G League.
The first overall pick was Detroit's Cade Cunningham, who led the All Summer League second team. Joining him on that list were number 2 overall pick Jalen Green of the Houston Rockets, as well as Paul Reed from the Sixers, Patrick Williams from the Bulls, Luke Garza from the Pistons. All Summer League second team.
See,
listen, why can't Tyrese Maxey get on there? I'm mad. They got Obi Top. Like Tyrese Maxey, nasty.
And to me, Tyrese is way over Cade.
Well, easy now. Easy.
No, with the second team? No, for the Summer League teams?
Yeah, like Tyrese. Just Cade Cunningham, man.
But no. We're not talking about as a player. I'm talking about like for Summer League, like teams. For like first team, second team.
Yeah, I think Pritchard got what? First team? And we're going to put softs on there? Like, come on. Maxey would wear his ass out.
Hey,
wouldn't even be close.
He came back from his little Portland pro-am, hitting 92 to Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard had 92 points.
92?
He had 92, I think like Friday night. And then Saturday had 51. And then came back to the Summer League for the championship and had 6 against Davion Mitchell.
Look, this is where I get really mad. I get upset about people and they're like, I did really good overseas. Like, look, I get it.
Yes.
It's the fucking NBA, man.
Yes.
Like, these are the greatest athletes walking the face of the earth. And there's only been, I don't have the stats. Maybe Mo, you're the stat guy. There's only X amount of guys ever walking the face of the earth to put on an NBA jersey. It's under 3,000 people.
1% chance, yeah.
1%.
Like, it's less than that. You got like a 0.0000001% chance. Motherfucker, no. You are not making the NBA. It's like the bullshit I used to tell my kids when I coach high school basketball. Excuse my language, fellas, but I'm going to the league. Bitch, you can't get off the bench for the JV team at South Garland High School. You going to the league? No.
Hey, within every draft, though, there are some sleepers. And we're going to take a look at one of them. I think he's a very special player. Y'all check this out.
on three. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, he is the business.
But look, he epitomizes the game right now. He's the game.
I've been following him since his senior year in high school though, and he's been consistent like that, and he gets better every year. Like he's spooky, man.
It's crazy.
But you're right, Justin. Like he's that new era, that new wave of a player. Like
he's a
1997. He doesn't last 3 seconds in the NBA.
He is a hoop. He is. The Nuggets already have one of him, but he's the young new version of Will Barton with them. Like, Will Barton came into the league as just a hooper, but this Bones is a hooper and shoots that thing.
What?
I like him.
Him and Michael gonna be serious.
Hey, I'm telling you, this dude. So watching him, I'm sitting in the crowd, of course, recording and watching, and there are times where I don't record and watching. And you got kids like in the stands, like, don't let number 4 get the ball. Little kids, because he is killing. And little kids, like, man, he gets it, and they just, they already know what's about to happen.
Yeah, he's a bucket too.
He is.
Yeah,
I should have sent you the stuff I had on my phone. Like, man, I should have sent you clips.
He's out of nowhere. He's going to make the Nuggets better. Like, and the Nuggets are already good.
Yeah.
So, you know, they get Murray back. Like, and this kid, he's gonna get a couple of nice. Do what? Did they trade him?
Nah, he's hurt. He tore his ACL.
He's right with the ACL.
Again? Or is it the same one?
It's the same one.
Oh, he's just not ready. He's just not back.
Nah.
So they'll get him back. This kid will get some experience in the league. He'll play. They'll just get that much better.
Yeah.
They got Bobo too, though.
They got a chance, man.
I don't know if Bo's gonna play still.
He played Summer League. He just played, right?
I know. He played Summer League. He cooked in Summer League last year. He did well in the preseason. He cooked in Summer League this year. Oh no, hold on. There was no Summer League last year. So he did good in the preseason. That's what it was. And he did good.
Preseason.
Yeah, and then he did good in this Summer League. But he couldn't get on the floor last year much. So I don't know. I don't know if he finds a way on the floor this year either, though. I don't know. It's crazy because he's super skilled.
With Jokic, there's only so many basketballs to go around, man.
But he passes them.
Can you play those two together?
Who?
Jokic and Bobo. Can you play those two together?
Yeah, play him at the 3.
I'm not playing Bobo at the 3, but
he's gonna play the 4, but he's gonna play on the wing, bro.
Yeah, true. But then I'm talking about defensively. Like, then are you gonna play him? I'll play a zone if we're gonna do it.
You got to.
But how many guys really care about defense right now? Like,
yeah, for real. During the regular season, you're right.
Yeah, you got to be able to get buckets.
Yeah, and I don't know, is Bobo gonna be able to produce buckets at that rate to play? Like,
I don't know. Maybe he's a guy that comes off the bench, right?
Absolutely.
The guy comes off the bench, he gets high volume like Jamal Crawford, like that. Like Jamal Crawford is like one of my favorite guys to watch. Period. Like, you're not going to stop him. He's going to get a shot that he wants. It's just a matter of is he going to make it or not, right? This guy brings a matchup problem to the NBA. Bring him off the bench. Let him get a high volume of shots with the second team. Let him run that. See what happens.
Him and Michael JP, what's his name?
No, it'd be him and Bones because MPJ still going. I think he's still going to start.
Is he?
Has to.
Yeah, I think he's still going to start. Like, especially until Murray gets back. I think he has to start, man. Even though he's so offensively like talented.
Yes. Porter's got to start.
Yeah, you just hope that he improves defensively within a team scheme. Like, man, you're 6'10" with all this and good strength. Like, you should be able to just deflect a pass here or there. Like if he can improve within a team scheme of defense, he can be a really good.
He got a long ways to go. He's young.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Right.
Look, man, it's hard to do that. Hard to play defense, man.
Yeah.
So here at Live the Hoop, I think we'll be doing Kobe segment every episode, of course, to pay homage to one of the greats. Check this out, y'all.
Baby mambas are notoriously nervous and highly aggressive. This mamba will learn how much venom is necessary in order to immobilize each specific kill, sometimes bypassing venom altogether if the prey is small and helpless.
Evaluations like NASA. Walk around is like a compass. Always be the only one that got the masters. Green room, like mufflers. Don't they know I got the work still? Not like this, you wanna until the sun's up. You playing games now, you're just a runner up. Never wanna run in a room.
They want Kobe to stand up and he does.
Hey, flashbacks like where did the time go? Like where did the time go?
Oh, that's just the learning process that he's going through.
Ain't know the struggle. One more time. Oh, now you're lame as far as the body goes.
Stuntastic Kobe.
I've never seen that.
Young Kobe. Crazy
Stunt.
8 Kobe.
Crazy 8 Kobe.
Whew. Boy.
That was, yeah.
Listen, guys, I'm going to open this segment up for y'all. All right. I was a Kobe hater.
I was
Many years. I was hating his ass, boy. I was hating that fool. And then older he got, I just started a little bit, the whole, all right, he's old. I'm going to appreciate him a little bit. And then I have a daughter. I'm a Kobe hater. The day he died, guys, I cried. My wife was like, what is wrong with you? Cried all day long. I was just like, this ain't right. And Kobe will always be overappreciated and sensationalized by Lakers fans, right? Fair. I get it, right? Just like Mavericks fans will do with Dirk, Heat fans will do with Wade. It is what it is. But sadly, everyone else will underappreciate Kobe. If you just take 10 minutes once a year to watch highlights, holy shit.
I do that like once a week.
I'm just talking about anybody. Like
Mamba mentality.
Man, that guy, and it's unfortunate that he was compared to Jordan. Because had he never been compared to Jordan, I think more people would appreciate him. Jordan's just changed the world.
Hold that thought, J Hart. Hold that thought.
All right. Jordan gets that win. Yeah. Right? Jordan hits him on the butt and says, you can put the shoes on, but you ain't gonna never feel them. Right?
He said that to Kobe.
Uh-huh.
The 8s, he had the 8s on, right?
Yeah. Kobe didn't talk to the team for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like he just went silent. So they said, Phil, what's up with Kobe? He mad at us? It was like, nah, he ain't mad at you. Jordan, he was like, yeah, he told him he can copy him all he want and do all that, but he'll never fulfill those shoes. Hey, they was like, yeah, I feel sorry for next time we play Jordan.
He had 42 in the first half?
Yeah, gave him 55.
He gave Jordan 55 though.
He gave Wizard Jordan 55.
Wait. Wizards Jordan still averaged
Jordan. Shit.
Wizards Jordan still averaged 19 points a game though. 19 to 20.
Jordan's gonna give you 20 with a walker.
Yeah,
he's gonna come out there with a walker and he's gonna give you 20. Come on, man.
We know Jordan with the Wizards was not Jordan.
We know that, but he was still averaging 20 though.
Because somebody had to score it.
Yeah.
they were not good. They weren't.
They were not good.
They weren't.
Yeah,
good. So
yeah, Kwame though.
I think even Tyronn Lue played on that team.
Yes. Brendan Haywood. No. Was it?
It might have been Brendan Haywood.
And then Eton Thomas. Like, bro, what? What? Nah.
I hate to laugh because he played in the NBA.
He did.
Listen.
Man, like according to like Kobe, we're talking about Kobe.
He said you could shoot the shot. You can't feel these shoes.
Hey, that story is legendary. That is a legendary story. And the fact that so Jordan did tell him this in that same year when he was with the Wizards, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's what Gilbert was saying.
Yeah. So that's crazy. Like,
was
Jordan,
Gilbert on that team?
Yeah.
So PJ, look at this. Only players to average 40 plus in 5 playoff series.
Look, he's got on the 2s. He's got on the 3s. I can't tell in the middle. I think
they look like those look like
those are my highs.
Those are like the 3s, don't they? Are those?
They do.
But those are like what the?
And then he's got on the 5s in 92.
And the 10s.
Yep, the 10s.
And then the 10s in 93.
That's tough. That's tough.
Fellas.
Yeah. So the only one that I think that can do that now is KD. Well, you know what? I think Giannis could actually average 40. Even though if Giannis goes 17 from 18 from the free throw line again.
Exactly.
Yeah, he hit free throws for sure.
Yeah. But I think
be on as Will Chamberlain.
Yeah. I think KD is the most efficient guy that can do that right now without having to take 37 shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I there's no way. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's tough. Average 40.
So as y'all know, KD and Mr. Green had a little sit down. Let's go ahead and check that out real quick.
So just for my own personal sanity, how much did our argument against the Clippers drive you to ultimately lead the Warriors?
It wasn't the argument. It was the way that everybody, Steve Kerr, act like it didn't happen. Bob Myers and tried to just discipline you and think that would put the mask over everything. I really felt like that was such a big situation for us as a group. The first time we went through something like that, we had to get that shit all out. I remember watching The Last Dance, and when Scotty didn't go into the game, the whole team in the locker room said, Scotty, that was fucked up that you did that. We needed that. Mm-hmm. We just needed to throw all of that shit out on the table and say, yo, Dre, K, like, that was fucked up that we even had to go through that. Let's just wipe our hands with that and go finish the task. I don't think we did that and we tried to dance around it. I just didn't like how all of that, just the vibe between all of that, it just made shit weird to me. And I'd rather us be who we say we are, family first. Communication is key. Like we didn't show that, and that's what rubbed me the wrong way more than anything.
Y'all want to go first?
I will. I saw that yesterday morning. Like I got into the office, opened my computer, and I got a Twitter screen up because I go to Twitter and look at a lot of recruiting stuff, whatever. So I had a Twitter screen up, and I saw that they were trending. I was like, "What is this?" Like, let me see. So it was like within the hour that it was posted. So I see that video clip right there, and I liked it for the simple fact that they didn't hold, like, first off, that Draymond asked about that he asked the whole question in the first place. That's what I thought. I love that he had the nuts to ask that question, and then the fact that they said names. They didn't like kind of beat around and
Draymond don't sugarcoat anything.
Nah. So they both said, like, Steve Kerr, Bob Myers, they said names. Only thing that I do, like, when KD had mentioned that, man, I wish that it would have been handled as far as, like, the way that Mike or the way the Bulls handled Scotty when he didn't want to go in the game. So I'm like, man, okay, I wish they would have said, okay, hey, so if that's what you're looking at doing, Steph, Clay, you guys who are like looked at as leaders and core parts of this team, not just Draymond or not even worrying about like Steve Kerr and Bob Myers. If you wanted it to be that, then it should have been, hey, y'all should have been like, we should have handled this as a group together. Doesn't matter what the fucking front office has to say then. But like, hey, how about we come together? We, like I said, we say we're this family. We get this shit out here and like so we can finish this task. We should be winning the damn world championship again. Like, man, we need to solve this here.
Yeah.
But I do, man, like with Draymond, like shit. Of course, man, him saying it was out of line. But Kevin Durant's kind of he's petty too, bro. Like, or he's sensitive. So I'm like, bro, so the fuck what he said it, man. It was in the heat of the moment. Like, you got to understand, like, KD, like, chill. Like, this to me, it could have been squashed, like, after that game. Like, I know you're grown men. I get it. You're proud. Like, you're proud. I know. I understand. But you understand too, it's in the heat of the moment. The same way that you reacted with a little temper tantrum about it is the same way he reacted to your temper tantrum, just because it was the heat of the moment. To them, it was a regular season game. Like it wasn't do or die. It wasn't game 7. It's a regular season game.
Well, let's see what Draymond responded with. Let's see what he said.
When we landed back from LA, I sat in Hazel was sitting in the car for an hour and 45 minutes. They pulled me in that room at Signature for an hour and 45 minutes, and they tried to tell me, you need to apologize. And I told them, I'll talk to Kay, but y'all aren't going to tell me what I need to say. Mm-hmm. And, they went on for an hour and 45 minutes saying a bunch of bullshit. And ultimately, they realized, all right, we're not getting through to him. We're going to try again in the morning. And so we met the next morning, and they said, all right, you slept on it. You ready to apologize? And I told them right then and there, I said, y'all about to fuck this up. I said, the only person that can make this right is me and Kay. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing that y'all can do, and y'all are going to fuck this up. And in my opinion, they fucked it up.
I think so too.
And they told me right then and there, like, we're going to suspend you for this game. I laughed in their face, literally laughed in their face. And Bob said to me, he said, wow, that was not the reaction I was looking for or expecting. And I said, well, either I'm going to laugh in your face or I'm going to cuss you the fuck out. So you pick, I'm going to choose laugh. So I think what you're doing is funny, and so I'm going to laugh. And so it's interesting to hear you say essentially the same thing that I told them that day.
It's crazy.
It is. What you mean, Jay? What you mean? Yeah.
What you think, Harden?
Hey, man, it was their fault. Get the fuck out of here. So, Draymond poses the question. Draymond, you're tough. You pose the question. Why'd you leave? He left because he wanted to. He left because he's soft. And listen, I am a huge Longhorn fan, huge KD fan, but listen, he left because he wanted to be the guy. I don't disrespect the move. I think it was soft. He could have won like 700 championships there, but he used that to propel his, or actually to give him an option to leave. I would get it. Like, that's KD's got Twitter burner accounts, whatever. He's kind of soft. But we all get it, and we all kind of accept that deal, right? But he poses a question, right, and says, hey, why'd you leave? He answers the question. And then Draymond comes back with, yeah, man, me too. This is what I told these motherfuckers. You know you didn't set up in there with anybody that's paying you X amount of millions of dollars, laugh in his face, and then tell him, well, I cuss you the fuck out. No.
But did you see KD?
Bullshit.
Did you see KD's face when he said it, though?
He was like, He gave him a, No! He didn't do that shit. He didn't do any of that shit.
He did hit him with a, yeah, right.
Is it? No, listen. I think they're ultimately comes out of this. Both of them are trying to blame someone else for what happened. Who cares? He called you a bitch? Are you kidding me? I'm sitting at West Texas A&M, and we lose our only conference game, and Darwin hauls off and fucking Crowhops Jeremy Doherty right in his mouth, and we tear up the locker room.
At halftime.
Nobody said a fucking word after that, and we went on and won the rest of our games. Like, nobody cares. Somebody called you a bitch. So, I've got a 10-year-old.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I just don't understand it. Like, does everybody have to cater to your feelings and your sentiment while you're in a competitive, combative, physical, high emotional game? Like, why?
KD's always in his emotional bag, though.
He always in his emotions.
Yes.
But you know what? So is Draymond.
Yep.
He is.
Yeah.
He's the same person.
Yeah, they're both two emotional dudes, like in different ways. Like I think KD, like Draymond's a little more. He's a little tougher with his emotion, but I think KD is definitely sensitive with his emotion. Like he can't take all that. But yeah, that situation's crazy, man. Like I like the whole that interview part. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I like that portion of it as far as just somewhat kind of bringing it up and getting it out there. I mean, it's been years, like, yeah, so the shit's kind of dead and kind of forgotten a little bit, but I like the kind of the bringing it up and kind of I feel like it makes that front office at Golden State feel a little awkward.
But why though? Why? So
why does it?
If I own the Warriors and I look at that and go, I've got this sensitive player over here. And I've got this firecracker idiot over here, and I'm paying them both millions. Coach Kerr, we got to talk about this. We're supposed to win championship. We're about to win 900 games in an 82-game season, and we're supposed to blow through the playoffs and win a championship. We got to be LeBron, and I've got my two biggest sensitive idiots out here, fussing and beefing or whatever. Like, it's going to affect Clay. It's going to affect Steph. It's going to affect everybody on the team. You got to do something about it. I'm paying all y'all. Like, everybody forgets the business.
That's what Kevin said. Like, he said the whole vibe was weird. Like, because, like you said, you got Steph, you got Clay, and this shit was never really dealt with. So that's why I'm like, bro, like, yeah, who wants to be the one at that time to deal with it? Like, to me, I agree. Draymond, you're really the only one who can score, who can
100%. He walks into practice, hey man, we cool? All right, we're cool. Sorry.
Like, bro, like, hey, I said that shit out of the heat of the moment, and I don't really think you're a bitch all the time. But like, so, man, can we move on past that moment? Like, I respect you and all that, man, but I got disrespectful in the moment. Can we move on? Like, yeah, it should have been dealt with at the moment, man, but yeah, that's why I was like, man.
But listen, those guys in upper management don't step in unless they know. Like, everybody know, and like, everybody wants to see behind the curtain, right? Until they see behind the curtain.
Yeah. Right.
And so there's a reason the people that handle things behind the curtain are the people that handle things behind the curtain. The owner, the coach, the GM. Like, they do all of these things behind the curtain. And now everybody wants a glimpse at it because we've got people giving interviews and we've got people talking about it, but they don't understand. Like, those guys knew, this is going to be a bad deal. They didn't just go, we're just going to get involved because we're Warriors management. No, they were like, this is going to be a bad thing. This is going to be a bad fucking deal.
All right. So this playoffs, we got to witness Trae Young. We're gonna go ahead and light it up a little bit here at Live the Hoop podcast, vlogcast, whatever you want to call it. As I always say,
go Rams.
Let's go.
Suck my dick, Trae Young. Suck my dick. Fuck Trae Young. Yo, Trae Young looks like my dad's dick. I never saw my dad's dick. He still looks like shit. I better not catch Trae and Dakeman. Now, yo, give me a shot at it.
Go New York, go New York, go!
We'll be back. Is Trae Young valid? No! Fuck Trae Young, you motherfucker! I'm gonna fuck you up! Could Trae Young come to your hood right now? Hell no, I'll shoot that nigga his ball in his ass! Wow, wow! What would you say to Trae Young right now? Tell Trae Young, fuck Trae Young! Yeah, we outside, nigga! Yeah! Fuck Trae Young! Bow, 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 bow!
If Trae Young was here right now, I'd pull out his fucking hair! Yeah. Fuck Trae Young!
Trae Young's born! Trae Young's born! Trae Young's
That's so childish.
I had to play it though. Hey, Trae Young's bald.
I love him.
It's wild because he's been that guy ever since high school. People have hated him since high school.
He carries that chip on his shoulder though.
You say what?
He does.
He carries that chip on his shoulder though, like that little guy syndrome.
He should. Like, and his dad is not gonna let that chip go anywhere.
Oh, no. Of course not.
Yeah. No. Rayford was a little dude. Like, no, we got an uphill battle every time we step on this court. Man, I did not think Trae would be as good as he is. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna come into the league just as turnover prone as he was at Oklahoma, and I'm like, man, it's gonna struggle. But he has been every year he's gotten better, and in the playoffs he took it to a whole nother notch, like a whole other level in New York, in the Garden, like
nasty.
Man, what more can you ask for?
The only thing I don't like about the guy is that his dad had an opportunity to bring back the Pampa Harvesters, and he didn't have his kid play high school basketball there. I mean, one of the most storied programs in the history of high school basketball in Texas.
We're in the Panhandle.
Pampa Harvesters, man. And they got the best gym in Texas. Old school, man. It's like straight out of Hoosiers. That's where his dad's from. Could have brought him back to Texas, but he's an Oklahoma kid, so I can't really I like him, but I can't really go over the top. But he is nasty.
Yeah, I know it's against your Longhorn religion. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't a huge Trae Young fan. I always thought he was good. I did a lot of cheering against him with Oklahoma, just because I wasn't an Oklahoma fan. But he's just.
Hey, I didn't like him until this playoffs. I wasn't a believer until I watched him repeatedly in the playoffs do the same thing, and it's like he's the business. He's the truth.
I grew him up for sure.
Yeah. I think Andrew was a big deal, like for Atlanta. I mean, I don't think they beat Milwaukee, but him just getting hurt on that fluke step back on the stepping back on the ref's foot, like yeah, and it being a bone bruise, I was like, man, because he had some tough ankle braces, so that wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
So, like for him to step back and it caused a bone bruise on his foot, I said, man, what kind of foot does he have?
Deal.
So we all know your boy turned down $80 million to go to Boston.
Ooh.
Thoughts?
He could be in more trouble. Because Boston is in the hunt for Dame time.
Are they really?
Yes.
Well, I thought they were going to try to get Simmons. Like that was going to be the deal.
They're trying to get Dame too. Like they're in the talks of possibly trying to like see what they can do to get Dame. So if they get Dame,
he's getting waived.
You back to your OKC six man of the year.
So if I'm him, I wake up every morning, I go to the bathroom, and I go, thank God I'm not PJ Washington. That's it. That's all he's got, bro. That's all he's got.
We're not gonna waste too much time on that. Next topic is my homie said a healthy Tracy McGrady is better than LeBron.
Oh man, it's hard to say Because I want to say he'd be a better scorer,
but he doesn't make
100%.
his team better.
100%.
Okay, my only concern with saying he's a better scorer is LeBron is about to be the number one scorer in the league, like of all time.
Longevity, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, true.
Come on, man.
But I'm like, geez. But I definitely think Tracy's a way more skilled scorer.
Oh, 100%. Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
That's right. And I think that's where it stops at. But hold on. Defensively, T-Mac was actually
He didn't have all the ball skills. He wasn't a passer.
No, not at all.
There was no. I'm gonna elevate my team. It's like I'm gonna go get this bucket.
Pretty good
He was a
defensive
good defender. He was a good defender.
I love T-Mac.
Nice.
He is a bucket.
Yeah,
Yes,
nice.
he is. Yes.
That dunk contest will always be legendary.
Look, you're a Florida guy. Isn't he from Florida?
He is.
He's got one of the greatest high school rise to fame stories ever, right? Didn't he? He was an unranked kid, and he goes to ABCD Adidas camp. It goes from 0 to 100, overnight. Number one kid in the country.
Yep. Then goes, I think, to Mount Zion.
Yep.
Goes to Mount Zion.
Yeah, went to Mount Zion.
Then to the league.
I got another Florida name for you, Mo. I have to do this. Gerdwich Montemere. You're a Florida guy.
Gerdwich. I'm not really a Florida guy, but I was there for a few years. Gerdwich Montemere.
Hold on, I'm gonna get his different name.
Is that his name, Justin?
So, do you remember a kid by the name of Jerry Joseph, who played high school basketball at Odessa Permian about 10 years ago? And he was really a kid named Gerdwich Montemere from Dillard, Florida. And he was 22, 23 years old.
Yes.
I coached against that kid.
No, you didn't.
I certainly did. So this is what's crazy. So Chris Beard, who is at Texas now, was at Texas Tech then as an assistant to Pat Knight. And he called me and he was like, "Have you seen this kid play?" And I'm like, "I haven't seen him yet," because it was in the fall. I was like, kid, everybody's doing their little team stuff, whatever. He was like, "Listen, man, I need some intel." He was a sophomore. He was like, "This is the best player in the country." As a sophomore. That kid walked in the gym. I was like, "That's a grown-ass man." I was like, that kid is 6'7", walks like he's been in the military, just yoked. And I'm sitting there thinking, holy shit, man. This kid will be the number one player in the country when he's a senior in high school, period. Tech's going to come in here, try to get him all this, that, and the other. And so the news breaks, right? Well, the best part about it is we had a kid that was our point guard who was about 5'11", about 225 pounds. Now, Gerdwich, who was Jerry Joseph, was about 6'7", 220 pounds. Well, Antoine was our point guard, played football at Baylor, played for the Seahawks for a little bit, kind of bounced around. Antoine was built like a shit brick house. And Antoine dribbling down the sideline, and Gerdwich tried to check him. And Antoine just, boom, put his hip into him. He looked at Antoine like, holy shit. This kid just knocked me, a high school kid just knocked me off where I want to go. And the whole thing unfolds, right? And this kid is 23, 24 years old, whatever he was. But I think it was Dillard, Florida. He went to some JUCO in Illinois, came home, and he got a bus ticket, and still to this very day swears his name is Jerry Joseph.
I couldn't imagine not playing basketball right now.
He flew under the radar in plain sight as a basketball star.
And he's going to stay, I think, 10, 15 years in prison.
Wow.
More.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
That stuff is wild that people do that.
It's wild. he played this whole I'm from Haiti. You know, I got no birth certificate. I got no nothing.
Charles Bassey.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It was a wild deal, dude. It was wild.
Hey, did he get drafted, PJ?
He did, second round, Philly.
Did he play in summer league?
Oh, he was
hurt.
Street clothes.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if he's hurt or what. I don't know. You know what's crazy though? When the Pistons had to pick when they took Luka Garza, I wanted a defensive big, and I wanted either Charles Bassey or Jericho Sims. Jericho's who I really wanted, but they took Luka. And you know what? Luka to me has been pretty good. I like.
He's nice. He's nice.
I just thought that defensively, like you're going to need somebody to kind of switch in ball screens a little late on like shot clock stuff, and Luka's not going to do that. Not going to do that. So,
you think he's going to be a good pro?
Luka?
Yeah,
absolutely. His offensive game is really, really, really polished.
It's like crafty.
You're talking about Garza, right?
Yeah. It's not crafty. He's polished. He's just polished. Like he would catch, he'll turn and face, shoot like shot fake, or he'll shoot it over you. And with him losing like 25, 26 pounds, whatever, he moves a little better. He doesn't move great still. When he's trying to run the floor, he still looks like he's laboring. Yeah. But I mean, his body looks better. But he's so polished and skilled offensively that he definitely can have a really good career.
Look, I thought Iowa was going to the Final Four. It cost me some money. But I like the kid.
Yeah,
he's good.
They had the pieces. They had the pieces. I mean, they got another kid that's in the league at Wieskamp, the shooter.
They were nice, man.
Yeah, they had some guys.
All right, next clip, guys. Next clip.
Oh, that's a dunk. That's a dunk. Hey, you good?
Did he not know that wall was there or what?
Play it again, Mo.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, that's a dunk. That's a dunk. Hey, you good?
You good?
I know him. Hey, he punched that joint too.
So have y'all seen the clip? Is that the same dude who's there's another clip of a dude on the sideline? I want to say he gets a steal, and there's a ceiling right here, and he raises up to shoot a jump shot and bangs his head on that ceiling and splits it open. Like he's bleeding. I think somebody said that was the same dude.
I haven't seen any of those clips.
What, he jackassing in basketball? What? Come on, man. Leave that alone, bro.
I gotta find that clip for you. He hit his head so hard on that. Like, to me, the way he hit his head here.
To end the night, we're going to end it like this. This man invited me to watch him play basketball. Not even 5 minutes into the game, he got his shot blocked and the ball flew to the other end of the court. I got up out of there.
Get up out of there.
She gone. She realized it wasn't PJ Washington and she was out. Look.
Yep. Stop. You better, if you're bringing a girl to a game, she better be your girl. Like, y'all got some strong bonds. Yeah. Like, if you go down like that, you may not be leaving with her.
Look, man,
Jay Hart.
Shot block. What's up?
Hey, appreciate you coming, showing love, showing support. We will have you back again.
Anytime, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, for sure. My man PJ.
Yeah, man.
You already know what it is.
Yeah, it's been good. Glad to get back on there, man.
Yes, sir. Once a week, we're back at it. Yeah. And for me, I'm out too. We'll see y'all in the next episode.
Yeah.